Hey everyone, my name's Abby, this is Squish, and this is Squash, and we'd like to thank you for joining us on this Witness Wednesday. Alright, so Squish and Squash are going to be taking me through some questions about being a Totus Tuus missionary and what that means for me. And you guys are going to be seeing similar videos every week with all of our Totus Tuus missionaries for this year. It's just that you're stuck with me for this week. I'm so sorry. Okay, first question is from Squish. Squish wants to know why I became a Totus Tuus missionary. So throughout my life, the knowledge of God's love for me and my relationship with Christ helped me overcome so many challenges and so many obstacles, and continue to help me do so. So I wanted to be able to share that love and the comfort and peace that they brought me through sharing the gospel with all the campers and friends this summer. Is that okay for you, Squish? Squish doesn't really like the answer, but we're gonna go on to the next question from Squash. What's my favorite part of being a missionary? That's a really good question, Squash. I like Scripture Sundays and Music Mondays and Talent Tuesdays and Witness Wednesdays and all the other days. I love them all! So I think the favorite part has been really meeting all the other missionaries and getting to know them, as well as our leader, Nadia. I've learned so much from working with them, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of this month. And also every other day of the week. Okay, third question is from Squish. What gift or talent do I have? I already told you guys, it's falling asleep. Okay, I guess I can't really choose that. But I want to, but I can't. So I think my first talent is just enthusiasm and a lot of energy. Enthusiastic me? I know. But I just love meeting new people and talking really loudly. And yes. Also, this one is for Squash. I really like reflecting on things and thinking about things a lot. So when I was younger, in high school, some of my friends would ask me, Abby, why are you thinking so much? It's a simple answer, like it's a yes or no answer. And I'd be like, let me think about that a bit more. Or, are you sure? And it was very annoying. But it does help sometimes when I have to make tough decisions. And our last question is from Squish. What is my favorite quarantine activity? Eating cookies and baking cookies and then eating more cookies and also salads. I like salads a lot. Cookies. And also, more importantly, I really enjoyed reading more scripture and studying scripture throughout this time. So I'm going to share two of my favorite verses with you today. The first is from Matthew chapter 25 verse 37 to 40. So I'll just read that for you all. Then the righteous will answer him, Lord, when was it that we saw you hungry and gave you food, or thirsty and gave you something to drink? And when was it that we saw you a stranger and welcomed you, or naked and gave you clothing? And when was it that we saw you sick or in prison and visited you? And the king will answer them, truly I tell you, just as you did it to one of the least of these who are members of my family, you did it to me. So that's the first verse, and I just love it, and the whole passage really, because as followers of Christ, it reminds me that we can reach out to family, to friends, community members, or even people we don't know, to let them know that we're there for them, to help in whatever way we can, and to support them, and share our time, our talents, and our gifts with them. Theme of the month, God-given gifts with them as they require. So second verse is from the book of John. So the other one was from the Gospel of Matthew. So now we're going to go to the Gospel of John. And John chapter 16 verse 33 says, I have said this to you so that in me you may have peace. In the world you face persecution, but take courage, I have conquered the world. So that last part of conquering the world is really inspiring and really strengthening for me, because it does remind me that greater than all of my fears, all of my challenges and difficulties, greater than that is God. And I can always turn to God, and put my trust in Him and put my hope in God, for everything and anything that I need. So I'm Abby, and this is Squish, and this is Squash. I don't know how they got so far away. And we'd like to thank you all for watching Witness Wednesday. See you next Wednesday. Bye!